sports fans. In this segment, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Aaron Rodgers' career against the Lions, and I'll share a few things with you that you may have missed the first week round when the Lions played the Packers about Matt Stafford and what he's accomplished against the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is 16-5 now in his career against the Lions. He's won the last 3 games. 9 times he's thrown for 300 yards against them, and 1 time he went over 400 yards against them, and I'll get to that a little bit more in a minute. 16 times he's thrown multiple touchdown passes, including the last 3 times. He now is up to 43 touchdown passes against the Lions and only has thrown 8 interceptions. And he's had no more than 2 in any one game. Well, the last stat is not surprising. Aaron Rodgers has the lowest interception rate in the NFL, I believe, still. So that part's not a surprise. But the fact that he could finish with 50 touchdown passes against the Lions before his career is over is absolutely amazing to me. I don't know what more one could say about him than that to really summarize things. Matt Stafford, for those of you who were listening to the Week 2 broadcast, or the Week 2 preview, if you will, he has surpassed Johnny Unitas for the most passing yards against the Packers of any quarterback. I believe now he's also throwing the most touchdown passes as well, but I'll have to go back and check that. Considering what kind of effort the Lions are going to need from him tomorrow, that part is good. The thing is that he threw for over 400 yards against the Bears last week, and that was the first time he'd thrown for 300 yards against them in 5 years. He's going to need a similar effort, I would say, to be able to keep up with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Mainly because, and I don't want to get too much in the last game, but for those of you who may remember it, the Packers rushed for over 250 yards against the Lions. Aaron Jones had a very long touchdown run, I believe it was 80 yards, and he accounted for 236 total yards against the Lions. If the Packers have a similar result against the Lions in that regard, I don't think it's going to bode well for the Lions, to be sure. I will save the rest of this for the final segment before I get to my prediction. But I think those of you who can read between the lines can see where I'm going with this, at least to this point. In the next segment, I will have my prediction for tomorrow's game. Stay tuned to the Detroit Lions tomorrow on Ed's Sports Channel.